Question B of the paper for November 2016 required that the candidates discuss 6 consequences that an organization is likely to experience in case of employee separation. 6 consequences of employee separation. Before we attempt the question, it is important to put the aspect of employee separation into context. And employee separation in this case, as it is used in human resource management, refers to that process where there is a termination of the engagement between the employee and the employer in an employee-employer situation where the worker provides labor or services to that particular organization. So in this case, the candidate is expected to discuss 6 consequences that an organization may face or may suffer in the case of separation of employees. The first one is negative public image. Public image. In a case of separation where an organization is terminating the services of employees, let's say through a redundancy or a layoff, the organization may be viewed as an employer that is not stable within the labor market, and this one may give a negative public image for the organization, especially with reference to future recruitment processes where they may want to recruit from the external labor market. So that becomes a negative consequence an organization may suffer. Secondly, loss of skills. Loss of skills and experiences. Loss of skills and experiences. What this implies is that when an organization has been engaging the services of workers, an employee might have worked in an organization for 15 years or for 20 years or for 30 years. Now, when this employee leaves that employer, the employee moves with the skills and experiences that have been acquired, and the employer loses the services that accrue in relation to these experiences that may be generic within that particular working environment, and that becomes a consequence an employer may suffer in relation to loss or separation of employee. Thirdly, litigation. Litigation or court cases. Litigation or court cases. Court cases. In certain situations, when employees leave an organization and the separation or the termination is due to a dismissal, some employees may challenge this dismissal in a court of law, and where there are cases that are preferred on an organization based on issues of, say, employee dismissal, the organization may spend a lot of time, may also spend a lot of resources in courts of law trying to defend their position, and by so doing it may be costly. The organization may also waste a lot of time on handling this kind of cases in court as a consequence of employee separation. Then fourthly, low productivity. Low productivity. Workers who have been working for a given organization for a long duration of time might have created teams that work seamlessly, which means they communicate very quickly, they understand each other, they create groups, and they also have synergy. So in the absence of some of the employees or an employee who has been instrumental in these particular groups, then there is expected to be an element of low productivity as the new groups try to bond, as the new teams try to work together to learn how to provide services to the organization, and low productivity could be experienced whenever critical or crucial employees leave an organization, and that becomes a negative consequence an employer may suffer due to separation of employees who might have critical contribution factors or aspects in a work environment. Then as a fifth aspect, training costs. Training costs. What this implies is that when employees are recruited to replace those who have left an organization, there will be training costs which an organization is supposed to incur. For instance, orientation or induction costs, where the employer must now take through the employees who are joining the organization must be taken through an orientation process, and when they start working, they are also supposed to be inducted into their work environment, introduced to how the other employees work to ensure that they can be able to learn, and that is a cost that has been incurred as a consequence of an employee having left that particular working environment, which is also an adverse consequence. Then number 6, when an employee leaves an employer, the employer may be required to recruit replacements. Now, this may also call for certain costs in relation to advertising of jobs. There will be panels which are supposed to recruit these employees, and also other administrative costs. Now, this recruitment of replacements and subsequent selections may sometimes not yield workers, and in some cases the positions may remain vacant for a very long time without replacements, and that becomes a consequence for which this particular employer may have to get ad hoc workers, or may have to pay some employees pay overtime so that some workers can be able to work extra hours to be able to clear the extra work, and by so doing, this issue of replacements sometimes may be also costly, as it were, to a given organization. So those ones are 6 responses that may be used to respond to the question that is asking the employee to discuss consequences that an employer may face in relation to employee separation. Like in the case study, examples can be drawn in the context of ABC Limited, where some of these challenges have been experienced. So that is your response, sample response for question B.